Alright, so I'm sitting down here at the Down Under Centre. We've just finished a plumbing assessment. Today we're going to have a talk to two plumbers. Okay, so we've got Scott and Louis. So boys, you've just completed the practical assessment here with us today in London. Let's run through. So firstly, Louis, how many years have you been a plumber for, mate?
So I started my apprenticeship about 16 years ago.
Yeah.
In that time I haven't been plumbing the whole time, but probably about 10 years ago.
Perfect.
But so at the moment I do residential, but I've done all sorts, commercial, a lot of construction sites. That's where I started.
Yeah.
But yeah, now I just do mainly residential.
And you've been to Oz a few times?
Yeah.
Yeah. You worked in Oz before as a plumber?
No, I didn't.
No?
No.
Because of the licence, the registration side?
Yeah, it was that, and then I guess at the time I wanted to try something new, so I went into the hospitality side of things.
Great.
Yeah.
Perfect. Perfect. What about yourself, Scott? How long have you been a plumber for, mate?
Since I left school, 20 years now.
Yeah, it goes quick, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
20 years. Yeah. Okay, perfect. And what sort of plumbing do you do, mate? Domestic, commercial, industrial?
Mostly domestic, but I have done a bit of commercial,
Sure.
double plant rooms and that kind of thing. Subcontracted to various companies, British Gas and all the time. Yeah.
Well, 20 years is a long time,
Yeah,
right? So, okay, so you've decided you're making the move to Australia, and obviously we're going to educate you guys on, when we first speak about the skills assessment. Do you remember when we first spoke about the skills assessment? In your mind, were you like, oh my gosh, this is going to be really annoying? Or when we broke the news to you that it was part of the visa process, what did you think?
Do you want to go? In regards to the actual practical side of things, I wasn't too fussed, I feel.
Yeah.
I think, it weren't dawning on me or nothing. I was quite comfortable. Yeah. It was probably more the theory side of things, because the practical you're doing it day in, day out at work. It's probably the theory side of it was a bit boring.
Yeah.
But even that was pretty easy.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think we can't really assess you guys on Australian standards or regulations and UK regulations. It's pretty much, have you got the necessary skills? We have to match the units of competence and everything like that, so that's fine. So before you came into the practical, you had to gather documentation. How did you go about that, guys? It's not a fun part, but it's got to be done.
It wasn't the fun part, it was quite stressful.
No, it was quite a process getting hold of old contacts. But everyone that we've got hold of has been perfect.
Yeah.
Helped out a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just gathering the evidence, because I've worked for so many employers over that 10-year period where I need to gather the evidence. That was just time consuming, getting bank statements, things like that.
Okay, so the first process is we approve on paper through a documentary assessment. You have the necessary skills. Once you've done that, you move on to the technical interview. So you boys both had a technical interview. Do you just want to run through and let people know what's involved in the technical interview and just give your opinion on how it happened?
Yeah, it's an early morning chat.
Yeah. What time was it, mate?
I think it was 3:30 in Brisbane in the afternoon.
I thought you were about to say 3:30
Yeah,
a.m.
No, it was 3:15 I think it was in Brisbane, 6:15 in the morning here.
Yeah, perfect.
It's nice and early. It was done over Zoom.
Yeah.
I called Stuart.
Yeah.
He was super cool. It's a nice, relaxed chat.
Yeah. How long did it go for?
I think it was a couple of hours, but it wasn't 2 hours solid of questions about plumbing.
Would you say it's not an interrogation?
No.
It's him fact finding and ticking boxes.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it went off subject.
Okay.
Well, really, so we were just talking, about general chit chat about things.
Yep.
But then with a few plumbing questions.
Yeah, I guess it's him just finding out that you are actually a plumber, so he throw a scenario at you and how you handle that.
Yep.
And I guess if you are a plumber, the questions that he gave you, they're pretty simple to answer.
And I think that's the whole purpose of an assessment, isn't it?
Yeah.
You want to migrate to Australia, Australian plumbers, that's part of it. Okay, so you've had the technical interview, and then you've come in today, and you guys want to run through the practical assessment from arriving and till we've completed it.
Just parks in the car park across the road. That was the biggest problem of the whole day. But
oh yeah, we had I think every client today, we had a flat tyre from one of them. We had parking bays not working. And all.
I actually came on the tube and it was super easy.
Yeah, there you go.
I just got to the station, turned right and I was here.
Yeah, perfect. Alright, so you just came in this morning and then what happened after that was?
I think you got the kettle on, didn't you?
Put the kettle on. Okay, so had a cup of coffee and let's talk about the first assessment task. We'll just run through how the actual plumbing side of it, how that worked.
so we were given a picture of what layout that we needed to repeat. So there was copper work and we were given dimensions for the spacing of the pipe, the distances between the fixtures. Given all the fittings, pipe work, and clips, and then I guess we brought our own tools, brought our own tools, and then got on with it, I guess.
Perfect. So we did some hot and cold copper work, and then we did a little bit of drainage work. Tested it out, put it on test, holds tests and everything like that. So, I guess now what will happen is we'll write up a report. Stuart will take a look at, more assessors will have a look at it, make sure it's compliant and everything like that. Be submitted to TRA, okay? And then after that, you'll be issued with your being successful, you'd be issued with your OTSR, your TRA skills assessment. Which you are then able to use your OTSR for the purpose of your registration once you're in Australia. So any regulator from any state or territory will accept that to issue you with a provisional registration. And obviously the skills assessment is required for you guys to then be able to put in your expression of interest. So just, guys, thanks again. You've done really well today and I appreciate you making the time for that. So guys, if you're a plumber and you're looking to head to Australia, give us a shout at the Down Under Centre. We're here to help. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you.
Cheers.